Seniors, I understand. You've lived through decades of changing health advice. One day eggs are bad, the next day they're healthy. One day fat is the enemy, the next it's sugar. But here's something that rarely gets said clearly. As you age, your body changes in dramatic ways, especially your ability to metabolize sugar, process nutrients, and handle acidity. And while fruit has long been marketed as nature's perfect snack, some fruits become problematic, even harmful once you reach 60, and the real issue isn't just the fruit itself. It's how your aging body handles those fruits now. You might have enjoyed bananas or grapes your whole life, but if you're noticing more joint pain, fatigue, high blood pressure, or erratic blood sugar, the answer may be sitting right in your fruit bowl. Let us revisit and deepen our understanding of the 8 fruits that are best avoided by seniors, and why each one can quietly sabotage your health goals. 1. Grapes. The silent saboteur of senior metabolism. You pop them in your mouth, one after another. Grapes seem so innocent. But the average senior doesn't realize that grapes are one of the highest sugar fruits and one of the most glycemic. Red and green grapes are particularly problematic because they contain a sugar trio, glucose, fructose, and sucrosol, of which challenge the aging pancreas. But here's what's worse. Grapes have almost 0 fiber per bite. That means there's nothing to buffer that sugar. Your body gets hit hard and fast. And when sugar floods in that quickly, your insulin spikes, and excess sugar gets stored as visceral fat, the kind that wraps around your liver and heart. In some seniors, this can even accelerate cognitive decline. Better choice? Switch to berries, especially blueberries, which have compounds that actually improve insulin sensitivity and protect the aging brain. 2. Bananas. Sweet, filling, and surprisingly harmful. Let's get honest, bananas are almost everyone's go-to fruit. But the truth: bananas become less and less ideal as we age. Why? 1 medium banana contains the same amount of sugar as 2 scoops of ice cream. Yes, they offer potassium and magnesium, but most seniors already struggle with regulating potassium levels, especially if they're taking common medications like ACE inhibitors or diuretics. Too much potassium can trigger cardiac arrhythmia or fatigue. On top of that, the resistant starch in bananas, especially ripe ones, converts almost entirely into sugar. They seem filling, but they're not satisfying for long, which leads to oversnacking and insulin swings. Better choice: eat half an avocado with lemon juice and sea salt. You'll get potassium without the sugar, plus healthy fats for your brain and heart. 3. Dried fruits. The number 1 cause of unexpected sugar spikes. Let's be blunt. Dried fruit is candy with a health halo. Most people assume raisins or dried cranberries are great for snacks or cereals. But let's talk numbers. A small box of raisins contains 34 grams of sugar. Dried figs, over 47 grams per half cup. What happens in your body? Your blood sugar rockets up, insulin follows, and over time, this leads to insulin resistance, energy crashes, and even vision damage from diabetic retinopathy. Dried fruits are also high in oxalates, which increase the risk of kidney stones, something many seniors are already prone to. Better choice: snack on frozen grapes or chilled sliced cucumbers sprinkled with cinnamon. They provide sweetness without the metabolic crash. 4. Watermelon. More harm than hydration for seniors. Yes, watermelon is hydrating. But hydration should never come at the cost of blood sugar chaos. Watermelon's glycemic index is among the highest of all fruits, around 76 to 80, depending on ripeness. This means it acts like liquid sugar in your bloodstream. Within 30 minutes of eating it, your pancreas is scrambling to produce insulin. For seniors with borderline blood sugar roar who've already been told pre-diabetic watermelon can cause erratic energy levels, swelling in the legs, and even trigger sugar-related headaches. Worse, because it's refreshing, it's easy to overeat. Before you know it, you've eaten 3 cups, or over 45 grams of sugar. Better choice: eat cucumber slices with sea salt and a drizzle of olive oil. Or try chilled cantaloupe sugar, higher fiber. 5. Mangoes. Tropical, tasty, and toxic to blood sugar. 1 mango delivers up to 50 grams of sugar. It's nearly 12 teaspoons in one sitting. If you're dealing with neuropathy, pre-diabetes, or metabolic syndrome, mangoes can cause burning sensations in the feet, numbness in the legs, or blurry vision. Fructose from mangoes is also not regulated by insulin, which means it passes straight to the liver where it turns into triglycerides, increasing your risk of heart attack or stroke. And if you've been diagnosed with fatty liver, mangoes will only worsen the condition. Better choice: try small portions of papaya with a sprinkle of chia seeds. Papaya is lower in sugar and contains digestive enzymes to reduce bloating. 6. Fruit juice. Worse than soda for aging bodies. Let's be crystal clear. Fruit juice is not healthy for seniors. I know many people over 60 start their mornings with a glass of orange or apple juice. But 1 glass can contain 30 to 40 grams of sugar. And that sugar hits your bloodstream instantly. No chewing, no fiber. The sugar spike is immediate and harsh. What follows is a crash that causes confusion, dizziness, fatigue, and cravings. Many seniors even mistake this roller coaster for early dementia. And juice often lacks the phytonutrients and bitter compounds that fruits provide when eaten whole, meaning you losing the best part. Better choice: drink lemon water, unsweetened cranberry water, or chia water with a few blueberries blended in. These hydrates support digestion and protect your kidneys. 7. Pineapple acidity and sugar combo that worsens arthritis. If you suffer from arthritis, joint stiffness, or gout, pineapple might be a major trigger. It's high in oxalates, high in natural acids, and also extremely high in sugar. While bromelain in pineapple is an anti-inflammatory enzyme, it's neutralized by the flood of fructose, which feeds inflammation and raises uric acid levels. If you've noticed swollen fingers, puffy knees, or tender feet after meals, it could be the pineapple in your diet. And because it's fibrous, it can irritate seniors with weakened stomach linings or ulcers. Better choice: try kiwi. Lower sugar, digestive support, and it promotes collagen repair without the sugar overload. 8. Canned fruit. Sweetened poison for senior cells, this one breaks my heart. So many seniors, especially those living alone or in assisted care, rely on canned fruit for convenience. But most canned fruits are packed in high fructose syrup, a lab-made sugar that your aging liver can't process well. This syrup causes advanced glycation end products, damaging your skin, nerves, kidneys, and even your brain. Over time, these products harden tissues, accelerate wrinkles, and destroy delicate nerve endings. Even canned fruit in 100% juice often contains twice the sugar of its fresh version. If you've been diagnosed with diabetes, memory loss, or kidney stress, canned fruit could be making it worse. Better choice? Choose frozen fruit with no added sugar. Steam and mash fruits like pear or apple at home and store in jars. No preservatives. No inflammation. Honorable mentions. Other fruits to watch carefully: cherries. Though anti-inflammatory, they're sugar-dense. Limit to 6 to 8 per serving. Oranges. High vitamin C, yes, but their sugar load and acidity can aggravate reflux. Apples, large red apples, can carry over 28 grams of sugar. Go for green apples instead, which are lower in sugar. Why this matters? Sugar, seniors, and the brain. Excess sugar in fruits may not seem alarming, but the long-term consequences are massive. High sugar intake from fruit can increase your risk of dementia by damaging tiny blood vessels in the brain, accelerate retinal damage and macular degeneration, worsen urinary urgency and bladder issues, feed candida and yeast overgrowth in the gut, trigger fatty liver and weight gain around the waist, cause pain flares in arthritis, neuropathy, and fibromyalgia. Final words from Edgar. My dear seniors, I say this from the heart. You deserve to feel energized, clear-minded, and pain-free, not trapped in a cycle of inflammation, confusion, and fatigue from the very foods you believed were helping you. The 8 fruits we talked about today aren't evil, but they are not designed for aging bodies. Your metabolism is slower. Your insulin is more sensitive. Your organs are less forgiving. But that's not a weakness. That's wisdom. It's a sign to nourish yourself differently. Choose fruits with purpose. Eat for healing. And you'll start to notice more stable energy, fewer aches, better sleep, and clearer vision. You don't have to give up fruit. You just have to eat it smarter. Let's age wisely together.